What's up, Swins? This is Aspectuan here, and welcome to a video which I didn't think would happen, honestly. No, but really though, it's really nice to see you all. I don't know how I start these, honestly. I don't remember how, but yeah, we're here with the video. I can't believe it. And first thing I gotta say is welcome to the AP1 channel, as this is my secondary channel, which is currently, I don't know what the heck it is, honestly. We're gonna find out soon though, I guess, because I need y'all's advice on what to do here. But I feel like the appropriate thing to do first is explain what happened to my Awesome Perfection 1 channel. So long story short, my channel got hijacked / hacked by somebody who was imitating a game developer, which honestly at the time it didn't feel sketchy, but in hindsight, like, yeah, it was definitely sketchy. Specifically at one point it got really sketchy, which I'll explain really quickly. But the difference is, like, I had these before where like there's some sketchiness behind like the developer, and sometimes just these like random like things I never even heard of. Like there's a watch site one time that was trying to sponsor me, but it didn't seem legit and it was just beyond sketchy by like their language they were using, that I was like, yeah, I'm good. Like I just left them on red, if you will. But in this case, this hacker / hijacker literally imitate like any other game developer. It feels like, not in a mean way. I'm not trying to say in a mean way, but legitimately they acted like pretty legitimate. And I think the game is called Eastward. But I mean, it kind of the thing is, like, the one they chose to like imitate, it's just unfortunate because the game actually kind of like fit the channel, if you will. Like it was definitely like a Japanese style, it was Japanese-esque, if you will, and it was definitely inspired by Japanese like culture, and the game looked really cool. I remember trying on the trailer, the site, everything was legit about it. I was like, wow. The only thing that wasn't legit was the person who who said like, oh yeah, here you can test out the game through these files. But well, again, I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, pretty much they're imitating this game developer. I think the game is called Eastward. It looked really cool and looked really good from a channel. So I talked to that person, and again, sounded like a legitimate game developer. We talked about like what's the idea behind it, etc., etc. It seemed fine. Everything seemed fine. Again, I think everything was fine until one point where I should have like thought more about it. Like that's a little bit sketchy, but at the time I was just like, it seemed like they kind of passed on like check marks, and I never had like someone who went this far as like a hacker would, well, I say hacker, but like I never like had a hacker like go that far to like acting, I guess, in character, if you will. And yeah, so everything was fine, but then like again, in hindsight 2020, this is a moment where I wish my alarm went off and like, oh wait a second, that's sketchy. But yeah, they're like, oh yeah, here's the game files to the game that all you have to do is download it, and then you could play it and you make your video on it and let us know what you think. I should have been more sketchy at this point, because like the game was on Steam. I'm not sure if it was on beta or whatnot, but I should have asked for a Steam key. Again, that's what I'm going to do. There's a couple of more precautions I'm going to take from going forward, I guess. And so specifically like the ones I'm gonna, because it's not only for the safety of my channel, but it's all for the safety for y'all's sake, because the hijacker probably got a hold of like in some way to contact your Gmails, which is why like I guess they didn't like do anything like specifically with my channel, other than just like, I feel like they would just get my channel so you could get more emails, that type of thing, right? So yeah, it's like, it's not only for my own safety and for my own channel safety, but it's also for y'all's safety. Like I have to take more precautions. What I learned from it is that for one precaution, like I have to make sure like it's an actual game developer, for one. So from now onward, like I need to see like if they could contact me directly through any social media means, right? To make sure that they're the legitimate game developer, rather than just being but by just believing them just by contacting them, through email straight up. So that'd be like the first thing I would want to do as a precaution. The next thing would be simply like, if there's like, if they could do it through Steam, if they could send me a Steam code or whatnot, something to like download the game from there rather than like, direct files, which is how they hacked me, by the way. And people ask like, maybe your password was weak, but like, no, that wasn't the problem. Like I know some people have said like maybe my password was weak and that was why it was easy to hack and such, but no, that was not I literally, I'm not kidding, like 2 or 3 weeks before the hack happened, I literally changed my passwords for almost most of the sites I go to, and that's just because how I am. Like I wouldn't say I switch my passwords like every month, but I switch my passwords like probably every half a year, honestly, just because I am aware of that and I'm very sketchy about getting hacked. Funny saying that, because again, even though I switched my password, made it stronger, it didn't matter. The way they hacked me was it completely bypassed the passwords and such in a two-way authentication, so that sucked. But yeah, again, it's just one of those things where it's just, yeah, I have to take more precautions from going onward. And yeah, like if there's some way they could like give me the game rather than like directly download it, which would be perfect. But we'll see when that time comes, we'll see. But again, I'm taking more precautions going onward about that, so that's that. I feel like that was definitely the first thing I wanted to say in this video, just to get that out there, because I think some people still don't understand what happened exactly. But that's the situation. Again, that's just a short version of it. There, like, I could explain more on like what they did exactly and like show you things, but it's just, there's no point, I don't think, unless like you guys want to see it. I don't know why. But yeah, outside of that, like, now we're here. And I will say there is good news that my channel, I didn't get my channel back per se, but I did get my Gmail back that is associated with my YouTube channel. And I'm happily to say that like my channel is only suspended, and that's because of like, it got hacked. So I'm hoping that they could unsuspend my channel, which I did contact YouTube about that like a week and a half ago. I put my claim in to see if like they could unsuspend my channel since I have my channel back, but we'll wait on that. I don't know what's going to happen, but currently my channel is suspended. It's not gone, it's not terminated, it's just suspended. So hopefully they could give me back the channel so we could go back to that. Which leaves us here in the sense of like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this channel. I don't want to put Let's Plays on here because I don't want to have that disconnect where it's like, okay, why all of a sudden there's like a big gap, because there's already that problem right now because of YouTube took away, they deleted a lot of my videos. They deleted not a lot of it, they deleted some of my videos, but then I had to take down some videos from YouTube for my own channel safety because they don't like BL content. Simple as that, even if I censor it. So there's already a big disconnect on like gaps on my channel when it comes to Let's Plays, and I don't want to make that even more complicated when it comes to like, okay, like I could do Hashihime videos right now and put it on this channel. However, like again, there'll be a big disconnect where people had to go from my channel, from my Austin Perfection 1 channel to the AP1 channel and then go back. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to have that disconnect. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this channel. I don't know what I want to put on here, honestly. I know the one thing I don't want to put on here is Let's Play specifically that's like on brand, aka I don't want to put BL videos on here just because I feel like that would be better suited off for my actual Austin Perfection channel. So I don't know what I'm going to do on this channel. I don't want to put Persona 5 Royal because again, it's kind of on brand, more or less. But I am tempted to put like maybe some random stuff on here. Like, I don't know, I can make some random tier lists. So you hear me like rant about things and talk about things. I can make reviews if you want me to. I don't know. I'm open to ideas though. I can even put like some, again, like Overwatch, Battlefront 2. I've been playing that on stream recently, which by the way, if you haven't already, twitch.tv/AustinPerfection1. I could like transfer those videos onto here that are not on brand, if you will. And I mean, other than that, I don't know what to put on here. So again, I'm all open to ideas. Just let me know in the comment box down below in this video. And yeah, if you are watching this and you haven't subscribed, click that subscribe button, because I don't know how long this channel is going to be active, if you will. But I don't know, we'll see. We might do something different this channel. I might have just 2 channels and we might just simultaneously upload stuff. But I don't know if I do get my old channel back though. If I don't, then that's a whole different thing. But right now, as far as I know, I still have a chance of getting my old channel back, but we'll see on how that goes. But that's kind of the situation right now. I mean, other than that, I guess like if you guys want to hear about how I am doing personally, which thank you guys for asking, because a lot of you have reached out and I much appreciate that. But so just so you guys have to know, I mean, if you don't want to know, you can just skip this. But like personally, I've been fine considering like what's been happening recently. Like I'm fine enough, if you will. I'm not doing great by all means, but I'm not doing like terribly either, because I feel like everyone's doing bad. Like I guess technically I'm not doing so well, but at the same time I don't think anyone is for the most part. But like, because of like, in case you don't know, I'm from Texas, so just to give you like a short idea of like what's been happening to me personally, I guess, is like I needed an internship like I've been searching for an internship since like February, and I've been applying to places and such. And you know, at the time, COVID wasn't a big deal. Not a big deal per se, but it wasn't big here in the U.S., I should say. And like I need, so in case you don't know, I needed internships so I could get my scholarship. That's how I get my degree now. Literally, there's no more classes I take. I just need to take an internship and get my degree. And yeah, then COVID happened, and then because of that, a lot of like I had interviews lined up and everything, but because of like COVID, they're like, oh yeah, we have to like take away, you know, the internship opportunity because again, like there's not going to be any business for a bit. So, and it sucks too because the degree that I'm pursuing, I say pursuing, but the degree I'm practically should get at this point is heavy on retail, and because retail is doing terribly right now, it's very hard to find a job. And more on, especially on internships. I seriously, I haven't seen much internship stuff lately, and it's actually mind-boggling because I remember last year at this time, like there was a lot available. Hell, even in February there was a lot of internships available regarding around like the retail side of things. Anyways, though, yeah, so on that front, it hasn't been going well. My job search has been terrible for the last 2 months. Like there's been, anytime there is like one available, it just ends up being very competitive for the most part. And I only gotten 2 interviews out of like I don't know how many jobs I applied, and yeah, I didn't get the job obviously because I would not probably be like doing this right now if I did have a job. But yeah, it's been going terrible on that front. And like I said, like I am from Texas, and in case you don't know, like the COVID cases in Texas are drastically increasing, and we still are not at our peak. And it's just really just makes it much worse in my scenario because again, that means like more things are going to close, and it should, we should have reopened so quickly. As like Ian Malkin put it, which I have right here. Like Ian Malkin says a quote in Jurassic Park where he said, your scientists were so preoccupied whether or not they could that they didn't stop to think that they should. And I think that perfectly explains how our politicians failed us for the most part. And not only like our, you know, our like the national politicians, if you will, the ones who overlook like the whole entire country, but also the politicians, or well, our state politicians, right? They also failed us too. And specifically in Texas, it's like they just open things up without second thinking things. Like second, they like, okay, what if like, you know, it's like the spike is still kind of there, so like, you know, it hasn't descended whatsoever. But they never thought of that, and they just said, you know what, we'll just open it, it'll be fine, like it's going to naturally decrease. And it never did. It actually increased by a lot, in case you didn't know. And now things are about to close back up, I'm assuming. I hope so, because I don't feel safe going out. But anyways, that's kind of like what's happening right now in Texas, and because that just kind of put me more in a depressive state, which is why like this month in particular, I'm just going to take this month off completely and not do any more job searching, just because I feel like it's pointless at the moment, because I think jobs are about to like, they're going to, you know, take away more jobs, and some places are just not going to do remote type of work. But so I'm going to take this month off for my own personal need. Simply like I'm going to do something productive though. Like I always want to learn Japanese, so I'm actually going to commit to it. I'm going to be using Lingo Deer to learn Japanese. If you guys have any suggestions on learning Japanese, like let me know in comment box down below. I'd love to hear your suggestions and thoughts. But I am going to take I'm going to take lessons and like actually like write in my journal about like what I've learned, and kind of like try to, you know, just like I'm learning it. I want to learn it. I legitimately want to learn it. I'm going to take it seriously for this month. And also for this month, I'm going to like really like hit hard on like the content creation. So that's kind of the game plan right now for me. And I feel like it would help. And like also on a personal note, it's like, yeah, like I have been more depressed and such. And it's just, I mean, just how it is. I feel like most people would feel like that too. But I will say, just to keep on a good note, that one good news about like what's happening recently and staying home is that I could stay, I avoid at all costs. I avoid all my social anxiety situations, which may sound shocking to you guys, but yeah, I have social anxiety. When I'm in public with groups of people, I just feel, I don't know. My anxiety just kicks up, and I just feel very awkward, and I feel like a wallflower, if you will. and I just don't want to, be in that center of attention. It just makes me like, yeah, it really puts me in a place, right? And my friends know this, but like I don't like going out with, like, I don't mind going out with my friends per se, like my really close friends, but if it's like a group of like 12 people or something, and like I only know a couple of my good friends there, and then the rest of people I'm just like, I don't know, like that's when I get like really quiet, and then I just like my anxiety kicks up. It just always happens to me no matter what. My friends know this. Maybe they don't know necessarily I have social anxiety, but like they know like I don't like going out, and that's kind of like the main reason why, just because my social anxiety kicks up. But like, yeah, and that's a big reason why I'm like a homebody, if you will. So that's like kind of like the one good thing is I avoid those at all costs, which feels really nice, honestly, and helps me mentally. So that's something. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, nothing new has been happening with me recently, I guess. And yeah, just that's kind of the update on my life for you guys, because I know some of you all have asked, and I don't think some of you, I'm sorry I didn't answer, I just forgot to, but I have read your questions and your thoughts, and I much appreciate you guys are asking. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say in this video, because yeah, I don't know, I don't even know what this video is, honestly. But again, I'm curious to hear your thoughts, concerns, and comments down below, and like suggestions as well. And just let me know what you guys think. And other than that, I am active on my Twitch. So if you haven't already, follow me on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/OsPerfection. A link will be in the description box down below. And outside of that, I'm also putting stuff on Patreon. It's also patreon.com/AwesomePerfection1, as I'm putting up deleted videos of, well, I say deleted, some of them were completely deleted, but some of them I have saved. So I am putting those videos up. I forgot what I said I was putting. I think I'm putting up Seiyu Danchi videos this month. So if you haven't already, check out my Patreon. $1 gives you access completely to all the content. Other than that, I don't know what else to say. Twitch.tv, putting up Persona 5 videos, Last of Us 2 occasionally, Battlefront, and Overwatch. And as for my Patreon, again, right now it's Seiyu Danchi, and we'll probably go to another series for the next month. But let me know what you guys think. What should I do on this channel? Let me know in the comment box down below. I'm open to all suggestions. And thank you guys for listening, and hopefully I get to see you guys in a video soon enough. Maybe. We'll see. Love y'all, and just don't forget to, especially nowadays, please, please, please do not forget to stay awesome. Love you guys. Have a good day. Good night. Or good day. Bye. Bye-bye.